This is MTR Gulab Jamun mix, and I mixed it here. I made the dough. When I prepared the dough, I actually put a little bit of coconut in it because I'm a big crazy fan of coconut. I love coconut in mostly in everything. So I thought today's the first time I actually added coconut in Gulab Jamun, but I'm gonna try this. It's a little bit different from other times. So I'm gonna give it a shot, why not? So coconut in jamun. I'm making the rounds here, and one more thing I want to tell, it's a little bit special gulab jamuns. So let's go and see the syrup, how it's getting made. It's a little bit different. So here you go, guys. So here what I've added here is sugar with equal quantity of water as per the instruction, and I added cinnamon powder. So it gives a little nice flavor to the jamun. I don't know if you guys have tried, if you people out there have tried. It gives a really nice flavor if you add about quarter spoon of cinnamon powder into it. So this is the one I used. I used this ground cinnamon powder, about quarter spoon. And then as usual I have added the crushed cinnamon powder also. So both of them here on boil, and I have kept the pan for frying my jamun. Here I'm adding the jamun for frying. So you need to fry these jamuns on low heat, because what happens is if you put it on high heat, a lot of times it doesn't cook very well on the inside. So always make sure your heat is low. So yeah. So look at this, guys, it's nice and golden. So I see some more white patches here and there, so I'm just going to wait some more time. Just make sure that you're stirring all the time, that way it cooks evenly. Get the syrup, give it a stir. Mostly I make these kind of sweets for my children because they are still young and they are growing, so they need, although we are diabetic, they still need sweets and stuff. They enjoy some, especially the jamun. They like jamun a lot, so that's the most of the favorite Indian sweet apart from jalebi. So I try to make it once in a while. Turning really nice and golden. You could fry until all the bubbles kind of reduce. So the bubbles need to go away until then, that's when you conclude that it is cooked. So least it needs to reduce. If not completely zero, but it needs to completely reduce. Like, so you can see that now it's come so much lesser bubbles compared to the beginning. So I think I'm going to go ahead and remove these guys. I think we're pretty much done here. And I can also smell the jamun now. So smell is coming also. So that's when you know that they are cooked. There you go, guys. So I'm gonna take them off now onto a paper towel. They look nice and golden actually. So there we go. So now I'm going to add the rest of the second batch. Into the oil and again fry. This definitely you need to have a lot of patience when you're making jamun, because the frying part is the most consuming part. So, but otherwise there is really, like, the sugar syrup is almost done on its own. We're not putting any effort on that. This frying part is the only one. So yeah, I'm gonna fry this up now, guys. So here are all the fried jamuns. After you fry them, make sure you cool them nicely, okay? So don't add hot fried jamun into the syrup directly. Also here, my syrup is getting boiled. It needs to boil for at least like 15 to 20 minutes until you see a little bit of thickness. And also this syrup also needs to cool down. So make sure the syrup is also cooled down, because otherwise your jamuns will turn very soft, which is not what we intend to actually have. You don't want like too soft jamuns, it's not so good. It should be a little bit firm. So make sure the syrup also cools down before you add the jamuns into it. Okay, there you go. Since it is winter time, I just poured it into a different bowl and I just kept it outside for cooling. The syrup needs to cool down, so since it takes a long time, so I thought I'll just cool it off quickly, keeping it outside on the deck. So here you go, guys. The syrup is nicely cooled down now, so I'm going to be adding the jamun. This jamun is also nicely dry, cooled off. So let's go ahead and add these into this, and it needs at least 2 to 3 hours for it to soak. So there you go, guys. It's all nicely put inside, and I'm going to leave it somewhere where it can nicely soak. So close the lid. Close the lid and leave it for at least 2 to 3 hours is the time frame.